up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I'm so glad you're here because we are about to recap episode 2 of Playboys New Orleans. Now, you know this is season 2 of Playboys. The first season was South Central Playboys, which a lot of you watched, and a lot of you told me, hey, Damien, we want you to recap this show. I didn't get to watch South Central Playboys, so I thought, let's start with Playboys New Orleans. Let's start recapping it and let's see what it's all about. And I'm sorry, I think I said episode 2. This is episode 3. Yeah. Is this episode 3? I think this is episode 3. I'm recapping a lot of shows, y'all, so bear with me. I'm really sorry, but whatever the title of this video says, that's what episode it is, all right? How are y'all enjoying the season so far? I'm not going to lie, I have some questions. I'm a little confused, and maybe you can help me answer them, right? Because this is, like I said, this is my first time watching Playboys. I'm kind of trying to understand a few things because a few things were said this episode that kind of had me like, huh? What's going on here? So that's where you come into play. So before we begin, make sure you get subscribed to the channel and turn on your post notifications so you get locked into all things Damien After Dark and you never miss a beat when I post a new video, okay? Also, if you don't mind, click that thumbs up button right down there below this video. That helps me get into the YouTube algorithm so more beautiful people like yourself can find me here and we can keep growing the family and keep this party going, okay? Next, get in the comment section. Let your voice be heard. Join the conversation. I want to hear what you've got to say about this episode. And let me know, whose team are you on? Whose side are you on? Who are you feeling the most? Who is your favorite? Who is your thirst bucket of the week? Who is your thirst bucket of the week? Let me know in the comment section below, okay? Now, last but not least, if you would like to join the Damien After Dark movement and help support what we got going on over here, in the description box below will be some ways that you can donate using PayPal, Cash App, Venmo, and Zelle. I mean, there's so many ways that you can do it, right? I'll also post my Amazon wish list down there as well for those that choose to take that route. Please be mindful that if you leave a super chat, YouTube will take 50% of the money you donate. So if you send $10, YouTube's going to take 5, okay? They pimping us out over here. That's just the way it be going. All right. Now, is that all? Is that all I had to say? Other than that, please make sure you tune into the Baddies Caribbean After Show live on Sunday nights at 9:30 Central. And also stay tuned for Damien After Dark, the podcast, Season 4, airing later this month, early June, only right here on Damien After Dark, okay? We're going to be talking everything from pop culture, celebrity gossip, hot topics, sex, relationships, horoscopes, and astrology, everything. It's going to be fun. And I'd love to have you there. Now, let's get into this episode. Okay, so let's begin with, has anybody noticed, maybe this is just me, but like, when the show starts, like, it's Playboys New Orleans, but they show the city of Atlanta. Has anybody noticed that? Like, I'm pretty sure that's Atlanta that they're showing at the beginning. Maybe not. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe that is New Orleans, but it looks very familiar to Atlanta to me. We see Almond at the beginning, because last week he got his nose broke. Somebody socked him in his fucking nose, and he, like, positioned his nose back, unbroke his nose, put it back into place. So we see Almond talking about his nose job. He's been talking about this nose job. He's in the room. He's talking to all the boys about how this is a $20,000 nose. And I just want to know what his nose looked like before. No shade. Because he must have had, like his nose job looks good. Like, I'm not going to say his nose looks bad. If that's a nose job, it looked good because his nose looks good and proportionate for his face. But he must have had a very, very, very large nose before. Because, like, he already has, like, a somewhat of a larger nose. So he must have really had a really large nose before, if he's had a nose job. Maybe he had, like, that, you know how some noses have, like, that big hump right here? Maybe he had that. Now BB, we see him, he's talking about how he's not racist because one of the guys last week had accused him of saying the N-word at the auditions when only to come find out that it wasn't BB that said the N-word, that they had him mistaken for another white looking boy. Okay, so BB, you know, he's on one. I'm not racist. What the fuck, bro? This shit ain't right. Yada yada yada. You know, he says, I'm not racist. I'm from the hood. I'm from Chicago. Um, Now, has BB said the N-word or something before? Because the only reason I say that, like, I know he was mistaken for someone that said it, but the only reason I ask if he said it before is because the way he was talking to those guys, like, I'm from the hood, I'm this, I'm that, I'm that, it was almost like he was trying to justify why he should be able to say that word. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, because he could simply just be advocating, or he could be simply just saying, hey, look, I'm not racist because X, Y, and Z. Because I'm from the hood, I'm from Chicago, I wouldn't say those kind of things, right? It could be that. But the way he was saying it, it was almost like, I'm one of y'all's brothers, I'm cool. I can say it because I wouldn't do that. I don't know. Has anybody else got that from BB? Did anybody else get that from him? And he does look a lot like Crystal. For Crystal to be his girlfriend from Now That's TV, he does look a lot like her. Like, it's weird. Now, this is again where I need y'all's help because I'm a little confused here, right? Because my thing is, I didn't know this was a competition show, right? Because I heard one of the producers say, I think he was telling Ruby, or he was telling one of the guys, this is a competition. And I don't think it was in this episode. It wasn't a prior episode, but I've got the I've heard a couple of people talk about this being a competition type show. We saw one guy on the episode tonight who said he was the winner from last season. So I was just a little confused because I didn't know it was a competition show. I thought this was more just so like Bad Girls Club style, a bunch of personalities living in a house together. But what is the competition? No shade. I just want to know, like, so I'm filled in. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all know a lot of times I be criticizing these reality shows, picking them apart, but I'm not doing that in this instance. I genuinely want to know, like, if this is a competition show, what is the objective? What is the competition here? What do you win? What is the goal? Y'all feel me? So I want to hear your thoughts and opinions on Landon. What do you guys think about Landon? Because we really got a lot of camera time from Landon this week, baby. Landon is all up in the cameras now. Landon is going to let you know what time it is, all right? Landon is not going to miss a beat, okay? Miss Landon. I'm watching Miss Landon in the car, and I got my eyes on her. Like, I'm giving Miss Landon a chance, okay? I'm giving her a chance, but she got a lot of mouth. She got a lot of mouth, and I'm just wondering, and Landon can have the mouth, okay? He can have the mouth, but you just got to be able to back that mouth up. And I just wonder, like, are you a stunt queen? Because, like, I don't know. I'm not trying, I don't want to judge Landon, but a lot of stunt queens do this same rah-rah, this same rah-rah, and I don't know. I'm giving him a chance, okay? I'm not judging Landon just yet. I'm going to give him a chance. I think I need another episode. I think I need to see another episode from Landon before I really make my opinions on him. Let me say, I just hope he's not a stunt queen, okay? But what I will say about Landon, though, is he ain't scared. You can say a lot of things about Landon, but you can't say that Landon's scared because he was getting in there and he was ready to rumble, baby, okay? Landon gave no fucks. Landon was going to swing on anybody that got in his motherfucking way. All right. And see, that's what I be telling folks. I be trying to tell people in real life, like these sedity, not poise, what's the word I'm looking for? These sedity, prissy, flamboyant boys, like, no shade either, because I got my flamboyant ways too, right? But these really sadistic, because y'all see the way Landon walk, baby. He got a strut in his walk out this world. He breaks a hip when he walks. Ka, ka, ka. That strut, Landon is very flamboyant, but it's them boys right there. It's them flamboyant boys you gotta watch out for because they will beat your motherfucking ass. Okay? Now, I ain't saying Landon, I didn't necessarily see him beat no ass this episode, but he wasn't scared. He was getting out there. He was scrapping. He said, look, you might beat my ass, but I'm not gonna ever back down from a fight. And I respect that. I respect that in Landon, okay? Now the boys are in a Sprinter van and they're headed to their photo shoot for the show. And while they're headed to their photo shoot for the show, that they start playing music and this beat starts playing and they start rapping over the beat. Uh, 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 right? And did y'all hear when, I can't think of what boy's name is. I forget his name. Colby, I think. Got the little patch under his eye. We talked about last week. I said I thought Kobe was cute. But he started rapping to the beat. He said, I'm in New Orleans. I'm riding through my city. We finna turn up. I'm about to do my ditty. Yeah. I'm about to do my ditty. Yeah. I'm about to do my ditty. Huh? Huh? Like that Scooby-Doo meme or that, Scooby-Doo, how I used to go, huh? Bitch, that's what I did, huh? I'm about to do my ditty. Like, now, come on. This was not filmed very long ago. This show was filmed back in February. All the ditty stuff was playing out right then. Hell, it was playing out before then. Come on, boys. And it's not like, I could see if you said it once and you tried to play it back, run it back, do something different. But y'all kept repeating it. And all the boys said, yeah, I'm about to do my ditty. What's the ditty? What y'all gonna do? Huh? Oh, I'm playing, y'all. I'm playing. They said it, not me. And then Almond, when Almond joined in on the rap, I'm like, oh God, here he go. Talking about sucking dick, sucking dick, sucking dick, sucking dick. Almond, baby. Baby. Come on, you gotta have more substance to you than sucking dick, sucking dick. Sucking dick in the mansion. But the little light-skinned one, the little light-skinned boy that we seen that goes home later, that they didn't choose everybody to come to New Orleans or whatever. The little light-skinned boy with the braids, and he had the blazer on. He's really cute. You don't know who I'm talking about? He had the best freestyle when they were rapping. Excuse me. He had the best freestyle. His freestyle, it wasn't all over the place. It wasn't random. It wasn't about sucking dick. His freestyle was really good. I was here for it. Y'all know what I would love with this show? Not that I have a problem with it being an all-gay cast, because I love that we're getting the gay representation on these networks like Zeus and Now That's TV. Like, I don't give them their credit for that. So let me say that. I appreciate Zeus and Now That's TV for really giving a lot of gay representation, because we don't get that on these networks. These BET, the VH1s, the MTVs, the Bravos. We don't get that, right? So I appreciate that, but I think it would be interesting to throw in a few straights in the mix. Throw a few straights in there just to see how they adapt with the gays, see how that plays out, you know what I'm saying? Not that we need straights, but I just think, and not a lot of straights. I just think like maybe 4 straight guys in the mix, 5 straight guys. See how they do. Because there's a lot of straight Playboys, right? Now we meet the Treacherous Twins. Okay, we meet the Treacherous Twins. I'm just like, God damn, there's so many people. I can't keep up. I really can't, y'all. Now, Landon calls the twins Tia and Tamara. And he sees them pull up. And Landon apparently has beef with the twins. I don't know where the beef stems from, because there's literally so many people and so many beefs that we could literally make a graph and a diagram with everybody and their beefs. And is it social media beef or is it outside beef? Or, it's just a lot. So, again, bear with me here. Correct me on anything that I may say that could be potentially wrong. But Landon has an issue with Tia and Tamara, the Treacherous Twins. And he sees them pull up in the black truck outside. So, Landon's inside the photo shoot getting ready. He sees the twins pulling up outside the black truck. So, he go outside and he, like, he ready to go right then. Like, wobble, 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 wobble. Wobble, squabble right now. And Landon, this is why I say Landon's brave. Landon got big balls, baby, because Ain't no way I would ever go out and fight somebody when they've got people with them and I'm by myself. Does that make sense? Like, the twins are two. Ain't no way I'm just gonna run outside and try to fight two people that are gonna end up jumping me potentially. Now, maybe Landon only did it because he had a production TV crew there and security. I think it's different when you got a bunch of security guards standing around, a bunch of cameramen, some producers, and shit like that. Maybe you feel more safe. Maybe he felt more safe running up on two people at once. But baby, in the real world, they would have jumped him, no doubt. Ain't no twin gonna sit back while they twin fight somebody else and not do nothing. And speaking of twins, can I say something? Every time, this is for the people out there who say that people are not born gay, that you choose to be gay. How come every time I see a gay person that has a twin, come to find out the twin is gay too? Like, what are the odds that every set of gay twins that I see that they're both gay? Like, there's never like a straight one and a gay one. Like 99.9 of this. I don't think I've ever seen two male twins where they're either both gay or they're not. So that to me is just like further proof and further evidence that this is all genetics. There's like a gay gene. I truly believe there's a gay gene. I do. I do. I mean, we're not. It's a whole other video, but I mean, these twins being gay. What's the odds of that? I know two gay twins actually. I know a couple sets of gay twins. I got some gay twins on my Facebook that I'm friends with from Atlanta, and then I also dated okay, they were not twins, but I dated a guy who had a brother that was gay. It was just him and his brother. They were the only siblings, two gay guys. I'm like, it's just, I don't know. I feel like there's a gay gene. Now, whose side are y'all on when it comes to Landon and the twins? Are you team Tia and Tamara, or are you team Miss Landon? What? And somebody tell me in the comments, what is Landon's issue with these twins? They got beef from the reunion, from the last season reunion. Were they on South Central Playboys? Why do they have beef from a reunion that they weren't even on, from a show that they weren't even on? I don't know. I'm just so confused. And then the twins, they sitting up here in their confessionals with these big ass scuba diving snorkeling goggles on their face. I just don't get that. Like, I feel like the sunglasses in the confessionals are played out now. Like, I get it. Don't get me wrong. I'm one of those people. Like, I've worn sunglasses in the club before. I've worn sunglasses. Like, when I go in a store, if I come outside and it's sunny, I keep my sunglasses on. If I'm drunk or I'm fucked up or I'm high and I'm crossfaded and I want to put my glasses on and it's night or whatever, I might do it. Or if I want to peep a room out and I don't want people to see who I'm peeping out, what I'm doing, I might put my glasses on. But in the confessional, I'm just kind of like, we want to see your eyes, you know what I'm saying? And typically when people wear glasses in confessionals, we can see the glare of the lights and the camera and all that. I just don't like sunglasses in confessionals. And them big-ass sunglasses y'all had on just looked obnoxious. Like, y'all so worried about, y'all be, in these confessionals, be so pressed on trying to look cool that you come off looking corny. No shade, twins, because I don't know y'all, but it just looked very corny. Y'all looked like a fucking bug sitting up there with these big-ass glasses on. I don't know. It's just the big glasses are played out. The glasses in the confessionals are played out. Why? 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 Now, Landon, as he's arguing with the twins, he runs upstairs. The twins try to run upstairs after him, but security holds them back, and Landon spits down the stairs at them. We got a spitter, ladies and gentlemen. Another nasty-ass spitter. Now, y'all know how I feel about that spitting shit. I don't like it. We just came out of COVID, motherfuckers. Quit spitting. Now, one of the twins, after Landon spits on one of the twins, One of them says, bitch, why the fuck you gonna spit on me when you got herpes? You already look sick. You already got this big ass head with this little bitty body. The girls are reading. Oh my God. The girls are reading. I said, God damn. God damn. Now, coming from somebody who has a big ass head, coming from somebody who has a bowling ball on their shoulders, Landon does have a big head and a little bitty body. It does get bobblehead. He be walking around it like a bobblehead bitch. But, and that's one of the things, like, I'm so glad with, because I grew up like, oh, you got a big head, oh, you got a big head. People always say that about me. But I'm confident in my big head because I feel like I grew into mine, right? I'm 6'2". My head matches my body. Landon, on the other hand, he's really little, like really little, in this big old head. No shade, Landon. I love you, baby. I don't know. I'm trying to like Landon, but he just never shuts up. Like, I feel like he wants to be that girl and he wants to be the star of the show. Because when one of the twins said, this is my show, I'm the star of the show, like, that pissed him off so bad. He was like, the star of the show. Like, you could tell, like, he thinks he's the star of the show. And he's been wanting to be on TV really bad for the longest because, who was it? Ant from last season when they did the talent show, Ant told Landon, I don't know if y'all noticed, but he said, Landon, you finally made it on TV. You finally get to be on TV. Like, apparently, you know, he's been doing this. I think he tried to get on South Central Playboys. You know, he was at the reunion. I think he's been trying to get on this show for a while. And I'm trying to like him, but just like a lot of these boys, he just runs his mouth non-fucking stop. Like, we get it. We get it. Now, did y'all peep how Landon said that the twins really aren't twins and they're really fucking on one another? Now that threw me for a curveball, bitch. Whoop. Okay? That threw me for a curveball. I said, what in the Claremont twins is going on here? Only reason it threw me for a curveball because I was like, wait a minute, are they really fucking? Because they don't, to me, they don't look anything alike. I just figured they were fraternal twins. I didn't think they were identical or anything. So, has anybody got the tea on that? Are they really twins? Are they not twins? And they're just like best friends and they're acting like they're twins because they think it's cute and they're fucking on it? I don't know. Bitch, I feel like I'm in the Twilight Zone with that one. Now, for some reason, they showed us the photo shoot. Like, they played the photo shoot during the episode, which I think was just filler because the photo shoot is the intro to the show. So they literally played the intro twice, at the beginning of the episode, and they played it in the middle. I'm just kind of confused on that. I don't know why we needed to see that again. Now that's TV. Now, Ruby gets attacked by Marley as he's trying to go into the building to do his photos for the photo shoot. Marley's a guy we haven't met. He's one of the new guys that's walked in. One out of 500 guys that have randomly walked up that we're just trying to get to know, right? So he attacks Ruby, and again, there's so many different issues with these boys. Like I said earlier, with drawing a diagram, I don't know who has issues with who, why they have issues, how, what, why, when, where. I don't know. But Ruby says, you know, that the only reason all these boys are attacking him is because he's the star. He's the star of the show. We got so many stars on this show, but I don't see no shine. I thought stars shined. I don't see any shine, boys. Starlight, star bright. Come on now. I don't know, Ruby. It doesn't give star to me. It doesn't give star to me. And Like, I've been trying to give Ruby a chance, but we're into episode 3 now, and he just seems like a drama queen. Like, girl, you've threatened to leave 50 times now. Leave if you don't want to do it. These boys keep attacking me. These boys keep attacking me. Well, you know what the fuck you signed up for. Bitch, this ain't the real world. This ain't MTV's The Real World. Baby, you on Playboys. You on UFC too. Now, we get to this talent show that they're doing, okay? We get to this talent show that previous cast member Ant from season 1 is hosting. Now, I don't know Ant because, again, I didn't watch season 1, but I know him from just now getting to the Now That's TV world. I've seen him and I know of him, right? So he comes on stage and he says that we're going to do this talent show to determine who's coming to New Orleans. Now, here's where I had to pause for a minute and where I needed y'all's help, because I was like, wait, what do you mean we're going to do a talent show and this is going to determine who's going to New Orleans? I thought all 55 of these boys were going to New Orleans. I thought the whole cast. I thought this was the whole cast. Why do we have boys who are auditioning in the intro? Why do we have boys who are not even a part of the cast in the intro? Why are we even watching these boys? Why have we spent 2 to 3 episodes on these boys that we don't... I don't know. I'm just confused. Can y'all help me? Like, so are we watching the auditions? The talent show is the auditions? And why are we doing a talent show? This is not America's Got Talent. This is not American Idol. I don't know. I just feel like they should have auditioned and showed their personalities, who they are. Like, this is why I should be on the show. This is who I am. This is what I do for fun. You know, let's see their personalities shine, because I don't care to see anybody sing. I don't care to see anybody do flips. And that's what we were seeing, right? Now, BB sees Ant on stage, and he doesn't like Ant. He's got a problem with Ant, and he's clowning Ant in his confessionals, right? BB is trying to clown Ant for being 32. And I'm like, now that fell flat. The age shaming falls flat every time, especially when you're 24 and you're talking about if you're 24 and you're trying to age shame a 32-year-old, baby, you knocking on 30's door. You'll be 30 before you... That's the thing. You will be 30 before you know it. If you're 24 right now, let me tell you, and you're going to remember this. If you're 24 right now, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, you're going to fucking blink and you're going to be 30. And you're going to blink and you're going to be 40. A lot of y'all act like you're not going to age. So the age read doesn't land, BB. It doesn't. Now, Solid Too Hard is the first one that comes up on stage to do the talent show. And he does an impersonation of Elmo and tries to do like an Elmo voice. I mean, I thought it kind of sounded like Elmo, but I was like, hey, maybe you got a career in voiceover work. Maybe he can go do voiceover for cartoons. I don't know. Now, one of the guys comes up and he does a rap. A lot of the guys did raps. Did y'all hear that one guy? He was rapping. He said something like, I got it in my notes. Where is it at? He says, you guys are too fruit like dick in the butt. You go home to your girl, then you cover it up. I said, bars, okay? Did y'all hear that? Let me repeat that. He says, you guys are too fruit like dick in the butt. You go home to your girl, then you cover it up. Okay? Okay. Now why did that one guy get up there and sing gospel? Why did that one guy get up there and sing, holy night, brightly shining? We ain't trying to hear that shit. Get the fuck off this stage. What the fuck's wrong with you? The fuck is happening? I'm like, child, what is happening? I'm watching this talent show. I'm like, what am I watching? Now Almond gets on stage. He sounded a fucking mess. I'm like, this has got to be for shits and giggles, but it's not funny to me. Almond trying to sing, yet trying to be funny and not sing. I don't know. I've just yet to see one person on this stage with talent. Okay. Besides the guys, like the twins did some flips, and another guy, Landon. Landon did some flips and some backflips, and then came down into the split. And you know that takes talent, right? So I'm gonna give those guys that. But a lot of them thought this was their next big moment to show that they were the next big, like they were the next Nicki Minaj or something. Getting up there and trying to rap, having no breath control, forgetting the lyrics, rapping too fast, being too nervous. Next. Next. And like BB, for example, what the fuck is you doing? Just because you're from Chicago and you grew up in the hood does not mean you're a rapper. BB got up there and embarrassed the fuck out of himself. Stumbled over the words, was rapping too fast, face turning red. Child, sit down. Sit down. Now, can we talk about Yari Blaze? Because Yari Blaze got up there and he sang, right? Yari sang some R&B song. And I'm the only one, and I'm talking about on stage. When he sang it on stage, am I the only one that thought it didn't sound good? I'm like, this shit sound pitchy as fuck. Like, Now, in his confessional, when he sang in his confessional, it did not sound as bad to me. I'm like, okay, he can hold a little bit of a something. It just needs a little bit of work, okay? Now, I'm not a Mariah Carey or a Whitney Houston. I'm not a vocalist, but I've never claimed to be. But what Yari was doing on that stage, I'm like, no, ma'am. You know what I mean? There was one guy who got up there. This is what I call a stunt queen. He said, I don't have a talent for real. I'm a social media influencer. I make 20 bands a month. Blah, 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 blah. Girl, sit down. You a lying-ass stunt queen. You got up there and you had no talent, no nothing to bring. So you didn't know what to do. So you decided to lie and stunt to try to look cute for the girls. And, you know, I think we just don't, I don't know. Maybe do y'all know who I'm talking about? Maybe he is. Maybe I'm up here running my mouth and I don't even know. Maybe he is a social media influencer and he makes 20 bands a month. But a lot of these girls be out here lying in the streets, be stunting, pump faking, trying to make a bitch think they got racks, they got bread, they this bad bitch that drives a Mercedes. Meanwhile, they living at their mama's house and they renting an Airbnb on the weekends and renting a Mercedes on the weekends, trying to pump fake and fake for their friends and shit. And I just ain't buying it. And then what? And then old dude that came on stage and like pulled his pants down, like he pulled his pants down, like he was gonna show his dick, only to pull it back up. And I'm like, what are you doing? Are you trying to entice somebody? Because it ain't working. Like, how you gonna try to pull your dick out, only to not pull your dick out? Like, he literally just barely pulled his pants down, and he was like trying to be sexy, like. Right? And then he just pulled his pants back up. Like, girl, buzzkill, my dick is limp. Exit stage left right now. Next. How y'all gonna get up on this stage to strip only to take nothing off? I want my money back. Well, let's talk about big boy that came in there. They're looking like T.D. Jakes. The one that Landon called Mr. Brown, and that's what he looked like, Mr. Brown, dressed in a reverend suit, looking like Bishop T.D. Jakes walking up on stage, looking so uncomfortable and insecure, bless his heart. I don't know his name. I forgot his name. I don't know why he was there. He came in last minute, but he got up on stage talking about, I don't have a talent, but I have a poem for you guys. Roses are red, violets are blue. I made it to New Orleans. What about you? And all the guys are like, what'd he say? Huh? What'd he say? I didn't hear it. Girl, speak up. What'd you say? Oh, y'all didn't hear me? Roses are red, violets are blue. I made it to New Orleans. How about you? Like, girl, what are you doing? We don't even know who you are. Did you think you ate with that? And I think the producers put him up to it because the producers told on themselves later in the confessional. You can hear them say to him, "That's not what we told you to say. That's not what we told you to say." So I'm just like, this poor guy. Y'all got this poor guy up here on TV looking crazy in this TD Jakes 10-piece suit. What is the point? What is the point of the? What is the point of the suit? And what is the point of him coming up there and reciting that lame ass poem? Now, speaking of TD Jakes, or speaking of him in the confessional and the producers and all that, did y'all catch him in the confessionals when the producers told him, you know, we didn't tell you to say that, we didn't, or we told you to say something else? He said, okay, what about this? Roses are red, violets are blue. I had Landon and a couple ninjas too. So I was like, wait a minute. Skirt. Run that back. You turn that bitch. Back it up. Back it up. Is he saying he smashed Landon? Do y'all catch what I'm trying to put down? He said roses are red, violets are blue. I had Landon and a couple ninjas too. Is he saying he smashed Landon and a couple of these guys on the cast too? I don't know. I don't know. Ant comes up on stage and he ends up going down a list of guys who made it on the show. He goes through the list and he's like, you know, he's going down through there and he's naming off everybody who made it. And Yari didn't make it, which shocked me. I was really shocked to see that Yari didn't make it because he's been in a fight since he's been there. You know, he's had a storyline going on with him and Ruby where he claims that Ruby stole his cologne. You know, Yari's got personality. His confessionals are very funny. So I don't understand why he was not chosen. I think he should have been chosen over some of those other guys. I'm not gonna lie. But the other boys that didn't make it, the other 6 or 7 boys that didn't make it, I can honestly see why most of them didn't make it because they kind of faded into the background and didn't say much. Now, I'm not saying you have to fight to be entertaining because you don't. We've seen lots of reality shows where they don't fight at all and it's still entertaining. But these boys at all, when you're on a show where it's fight driven, you've got to do something to make yourself stand out. If you're not going to fight, use your personality, be funny, do something to keep yourself in the game because reality TV is a dog eat dog world and it's literally like the Hunger Games. It's like, you know, who's got the best personality, who's the most authentic, who's the most real, who's the most entertaining, who's got the biggest storyline, who's got the biggest personality. But I feel like we didn't really, not to blame those 6 or 7 guys that didn't get chosen, because also in their defense, I don't feel like we got a chance to really know them. There was so many guys and so little time for us to get to know them. That's why I said they really had to take that time, those first 2 episodes, to really make themselves stand out, because there's not time for us to get to know each and every one of them, unfortunately. But I think the right decision was made. But I wish we could have gotten to know each of them a little bit more. And you know, and it makes sense to send some guys home because the cast is too big. 30 guys, that's just unnecessary. It's too much. My brain is overstimulated. I can't do it. If it were me, I would have gotten rid of 20 people, 22 people. I would have narrowed it down to 8 to 10 guys. We don't need 30 people. We don't need 20. We don't need 15. Don't need 12. Now outside, the 7 boys that didn't get chosen are out there, and one of the guys, I can't think of his name, but he was really upset that he didn't get chosen, right? Y'all know what I'm talking about? He kept talking to the camera, and he was going off, and he was going off, and he was acting like he wasn't bothered, but it was giving very much bothered that he was not chosen, right? Now, I'll tell you who really wasn't bothered. And the light-skinned boy I was telling y'all about earlier that was rapping, was freestyling really good, that had the dreads, and he's wearing the blazer. I don't think he's got anything on under the blazer either, but yeah, the dreads and the blazer. Or not the dreads, with the braids and the blazer and the light-skinned boy. He's outside because he wasn't chosen either. But he says, you know, he says, he says, I get chosen in real life. I ain't even tripping. And you could tell he wasn't tripping. He's out there, he's smiling. You know, he's cutting up everybody. He ready to go home. But the other dude that was just going off and going off and going off, you could tell he was very bothered that he was not chosen. You can tell that this meant a lot to him and that, like, this was validation for him to get on this show. Now we see on a sneak peek for next week's episode that Ruby is threatening to go home yet again. He actually says, I'm done. I'm done. This is it. Take my mic. And I'm just like, hasn't he threatened to quit a few times now? Like, Ruby, what's tea, sis? I'll believe it when you're no longer on the show. I'll believe that Ruby is quitting the show when he's no longer there. Okay? Now, he says that he's tired of being attacked. He says that these guys are running up on him left and right, and production is doing nothing to stop it, and nobody is respecting him. But again, what show did you sign up for, Ruby? This is not the motherfucking Amazing Race. This is not Survivor. You're on Playboys where y'all fight. This is pretty much UFC. This is pretty much Fight Night. What did you think this was going to be? The motherfucking Ruby show? I don't know. Let me know what y'all think in the comment section below. I'd love to hear your thoughts and opinions. So join the conversation. Make sure you subscribe to the channel and like this video. That helps me get into the YouTube algorithm. And last but not least, if you would like to donate to the Damien After Dark movement, in the description box below will be some ways that you can donate using PayPal, Cash App, Venmo, and Zelle. I will also post my Amazon wish list for those that choose to take that route. I appreciate you guys for rocking with me, sticking by me, and watching my videos. Thank you, thank you, thank you for the support from the bottom of my heart. I love you, and I'll see you next time on Damien After Dark, okay? Bye, everybody.